harvesting compost from the old hotbed. This is what an unwatered hotbed looks like on the inside. It is, I think, 4 years old now, and you can see it has not broken down. I covered it because I needed to take the pallets. The pallets were not good pallets and they were breaking down. And I meant to transfer the inside to a newly built compost hotbed, but I never got to it. I just had it covered with those tarps. And what happened was it didn't shrink, it didn't sink, because a hotbed must be watered in order to stay active. So you can see even eggshells have not broken down. Cardboard has not broken down. So with this hotbed, what I'm doing, because it's at the front of my property, I am just burning it. It doesn't have any plastic or anything in it. And it's dry. It's very, very dry. Again, it's been covered for 4 years and never broke down. So for those of you who built a hotbed, according to my videos, you might want to go by the plans, because the plans explain how you keep it watered. My automatic watering system. It's not just a big box full of carbon and nitrogen. It's got to be watered. It doesn't maintain its life. It doesn't maintain bacteria without the right care. All right, this is the big greenhouse. This is the tough greenhouse. Tuff. And there we go. It is, I've already come in and cut so much of this. It goes to rabbits, it goes to pigs, it goes to us. And the reason I'm telling you all this, and the reason why it's a conundrum for me, is because the gardens that are furthest away from the house don't get harvested. This is the big greenhouse. It has so much food in it. Some of it's gone to seed, most of it hasn't. And yet we don't come out and cut it. The lovely thing is, because we have an automatic watering system, it doesn't matter. It still is alive. It gets watered every single day for 15 minutes. But I don't have to come out in the greenhouse. Nobody in my family has been out in this greenhouse in weeks. And yet it's still alive because it has an automatic watering system that wasn't expensive. It's just soaker hoses. And a normal hose with a 4-prong nozzle on it that just runs into 4 hoses that run down the length of the bed and keep it watered. So my problem is I want to put a hotbed greenhouse here that's going to be super big and wonderful. However, I'm concerned that because it's not in the backyard, we won't actually harvest out of it, just like we don't harvest out of this one. This is kind of a wasteland of permaculture. We have lots and lots of fruit trees out here. The geese live out here and eat all the grass. You can see everything's bare underneath all the fruit trees. Like out here we have some weeds, but underneath the fruit trees themselves there's no weeds. Everything out here is super, super, super happy, but neglected. Just super neglected. And we never come out here. And so what is the point of me moving all the hotbeds out of the backyard if we don't actually need the food? We haven't harvested out of the front garden. We haven't harvested out of this garden. We've harvested everything out of these teeny tiny little hotbeds here. So why change a system that isn't broken? That's my question. Why change a system that isn't broken? If you guys have any thoughts on what I should do, I find that everything I'm feeling right now just seems to be kind of like frozen, because everything that I already have works, and so I feel really dumb changing it for no reason. But I also feel like it could be more efficient. It could be more efficient, it could be more effective, it could be prettier. And I don't know what that means or looks like without like destroying the system that I already have. So let's see if she needs her water dumped, which I think she does. It looks like the girls haven't actually dumped the water in a bit. Mama. So, I've got some kind of little buggy on me. This guy always knocks his water over. But he actually has water this morning. That's good. All right, so another thing I want to talk about. One of the reasons I want to put the greenhouse out there, a big greenhouse, is because of these guys. It's worked so well. It's worked so well. As the dirt sinks, the magic squares sink too. And so the rabbits are not getting out through the sides. Hello! They're digging down, but they're not going out through the sides. They seem to just really enjoy playing in the dirt that they have without trying to get out. And the bed is sinking, sinking, sinking. We can still get in there. The rabbits will still come out and say hi to us. We haven't put a male in there on purpose. What we've noticed is that them being in here, everything is composting. Hi, little one. I'm sorry, not paying attention to you, am I? What we've noticed is that them being in here is composting everything faster. It's sinking faster than the other beds, but it also seems to be just mixed up better and just composting faster. This used to be full of compost, like household waste type compost, and yet you don't see any of it. You see a little bit of wood. That's a big old piece of wood, and you see some wood mulch, and you see some rabbit manure, but that's pretty much all you see. Hi guys. So we've got 2 does in here to keep each other company, and we do not have a male in here to impregnate them. We just have 2 girls, and they seem to be doing just fine. That is their little shelter if it rains, but they also can just dig down and burrow, and they're fine that way. That was for them to use as a shelter too, and they just completely buried it. But how long have they been in here now, Paigey? I think it's been like 3 months. And it works really well as a warren system. What are you guys doing? Huh? Graham has a training collar that he's the stubborn one. Whereas where are you, Willow? Willow! Where's Willow? Willow. There she is. Willow listens better just to like voice. She understands when she's in trouble. So we can't put a training shock type collar on her because her personality can't handle it. But he needs one. But you can see that they're fine. She needs some water. It's getting down to the end of the year, and I need to cut the brambles back and put some more rabbit manure down for next year. The strawberries I put in here are doing just fine. Stop tipping your water over. See what he's doing? He just picks it up and dumps it. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'd like to put him in there with the black does, just to see what happens if we do get him pregnant in a warren system. What happens? Do you want to get out and play with the girls? Now, because this is their pen, we'd have to put him in that side, because they might absolutely attack him if we put him in this side. They seem to like this side. Where's Dad, honey? Do you want to put your gray, honey, do you want to put your gray buck in here?
Sure. Let me put the gray house in the front first.
Okay. Honey, you got to make sure you're dumping their water out, not just giving them water, because this is gross. Mama. So if it cools off enough, it's okay for them to breed. We are in September now, so it would be safe for these girls to be bred. We just wouldn't know if they had any babies until babies popped up. I don't want to put him in because he's the daddy of them. He's the black girl's daddy. And so we don't want inbreeding. He's just kind of our extra. Alright, I'm going to pick up some garbage. Come, Mama. Okay, there's one of my soaker hoses. You can see it. See the soaker hose? Right there. Next to the kohlrabi. I'm going to see if I can get ground cherries. Ground cherries also to do their thing. But I need to pull up this tree because I don't want a tree in here. See these ground cherries? These are ground cherries. They're wonderful. They're so tasty. But if I eat them all, it won't self-seed later. Yeah, those are amazing. So, I'm going to leave those laying where they are. And I'm going to keep my bird netting over the top to keep the cats out because I don't want my cats pooping in my bed. Those are alpine strawberries, which are our favorite type. And, yeah. I've got clover in here too. The root ball is a big part of the nutrition for the pigs, so I leave the root ball on. Whereas with goats, if it has dirt on it, they will not eat it. Pigs, they love the roots.